Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hello there, my good friends. Today we're gonna do something a little bit special, a little bit new to me. And that is an actual unboxing. And the reason I want to do an unboxing is, I guess, two or threefold. One of them being, it's part of my new plan to do these live streams more often now that I'm actually streaming at the same time to all of you guys. So Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Which is awesome because I know that no one will be missing out, and I'm just more inclined to do stuff with you when I know that the whole family gets to see what I do. The whole online family, I should say. But and the other reason is that the kind people at Donner has sent me this practice guitar, which is a Hush X Pro. So big thanks to the people at Donner. And for full disclosure, this is sort of a sponsored post in a way, but I will do a review is the plan. This is not the review. This is just me opening this package and having fun with you guys. Won't be promoting anything, just share my impressions here. Okay, but yeah, so I should say this is my first practice guitar ever. I've had, or I still have the Steinberger GT Pro, which is a headless guitar, which is great for, bringing with you. But this should be on a different level because it has digital amp built into it. It has detachable parts, which we're about to explore. So it should be extremely compact. And then you put it together, it becomes a little bit more of a guitar. And then you can start plugging in headphones and whatnot and have fun with it. So that's, well, the plan for today. I'm not even sure we're going to get to the plugging in part. I guess we'll see, but it'll be fun. Just checking out if the good people at Instagram is saying something, because Instagram is the only platform where I can't check your comments from my phone. So that's why I'll be looking this way once in a while. And that is because I don't want the Instagram part of the social family to miss out. Cool, Supratik, thank you for your congratulations. Ooh, Suprati is super excited. Suprati on Instagram, very happy to hear about your excitement, man. Okay, so here we go. Now I have, as I said, I've never done these live. I usually just open the package on my own. That's, I guess it's a bit of a, part of the fun to, when you're with a new piece of gear and you're excited about it, to just have that moment on your own and share your first impression. Hey, Nate Diggers from YouTube, what's up, my man? So, but I want to do that differently. I want to start sharing all these moments with you guys, and I don't care how messy my studio is. Previously, I used to think, well, I can't do this before I've cleaned up the mess. And then I got older and I realized the mess is always going to freaking be there. So just do it anyway. Ooh, that's better. So, yeah, doesn't matter if it's messy. It's all about sharing the moment and doing it right here and right now with you guys. Je veux savoir. Qu'est-ce que tu veux savoir? So someone on Instagram wants to know something. Simon Rochette. Oh, comment ça marche? How does it work? Yes. So hopefully, and it does look like we're gonna be having a lot of fun because I see a lot of people. Hopefully we can even test this guitar now. I've only watched like a few quick YouTube videos on how it works, so I can't guarantee you I will figure it out, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. But it struck me now that I'm just gonna get a computer stand so I can better read the Instagram comments, so I don't have to do this all the time. You want to see my face, right? That's why we do these. Okay, so just a second. I'm going to get a laptop stand so I can just get your comments a little bit closer. Okay, so hopefully this will do the trick. This is a very basic but very functional laptop stand. Let's see if I can figure it out. Yeah, there we go. So that'll hopefully allow me to read the comments a little bit better. So again, sorry for not figuring this out earlier. Like I said, I'm a little bit new to all of this. Let me just plug this. I'm a little bit new to these. There's my laptop. Well, I'm not new to live streams. I think I was one of the first to adopt it because yeah, I was doing live streams way before people knew about live streams, I think, on my own website, but that was before even YouTube had live streaming. But I have to admit that I've only done the playing styles of live streams. Oops. Not these unboxing and talking styles of live streams. So that's why I'm a little bit rusty. But hey, I got my computer plugged in. That's got to be worth something. Awesome. So now I can see what Instagram is saying as well. Thank you so much. Guys, guess the color of the guitar. That's a good one. Guess the color of the guitar. Can you do that? This is exciting stuff. If you know a little bit about the Donner Hush X Pro, you know that your choices are limited as of now, but there's still a choice, so it would be interesting to know. Ooh, cool, Supratic. So you just bought a white color guitar. What guitar was that? Oh, Sayori is guessing orange. It's a good one. Oh, here's one. Christopher, long time no see. Where was it? Lux's Music. Awesome, man. How you been? It's been a long time indeed. Awesome to catch you again, man. Very cool. So, Lux's Music, I think you were with me in a live stream where I did a live scallop to a guitar. Is that right? Was that you? That was pretty cool. I don't remember if it was a Strat style guitar or if it was a Tele style guitar. I've scalloped both. Andy Hayes, wood and black. That's a cool one. Very cool. Well, I know what I asked for, but I don't know yet if that's what I got. Let's see. Oh, it is what I got. So I know, but you don't. Let it be a surprise. Okay, so what I have here is a very underdimensioned cutter. That's what I'm going to use to open this. I think that's good. I've seen some people open their new gear boxes. They've done unboxing with like a machete style thing. I think that's a bit overkill and you run a risk of actually damaging your hard-earned instrument. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do... Oops. Thought I was going to do this. Yeah, this. Just a tiny, eeny-weeny bit. This lighting is so bad. Promise, guys, I'll get better at this. Again, I have my spot where I play guitar, which is well lit. This is not it. This is a new spot, and that's kind of the idea as well, to not always do the same kind of video. So, yeah. Lux says, enjoys watching my live stream. That's awesome, man. Means the world. Thanks so much, man. Don't trust Juagupu. Sorry about butchering your name. On Instagram. Just want to say, love your videos. Thank you so much, man. Means the world. Those are the comments that really make my day and make me want to upload even more. So more is to come. Oh, Lux says, you do remember that time. So you were in the live stream where I scalloped my guitar. Can you believe it, the amount of comment I've gotten on those scallops? Because I think those were the first time I tried the uneven scalloping. So typically, you know, the standard Yngwie Malmsteen or Ritchie Blackmore scallop is a very even kind of gap going from fret to fret. But I told myself I really don't want to remove more wood than I have to, so I'll just remove the wood where you're actually supposed to fret, right next to the fret wire. And that blew up the internet. At least when I do a close-up, it's like, oh, whoa, that scallop, or most people don't understand it's a scallop. It's like, oh man, he played so much, he wore out his fretboard, which I think is lovely, you know. I wish that were the case. I played a lot, but not quite as much, and I think I have too many different guitars for that to happen. Maybe if I just had one guitar, but even then that doesn't happen, you know. It's the fret wire you wear down. I've never heard of someone, well, I've seen it a little bit maybe on some acoustic guitar, but I think it's usually a result of sweat. So basically having lots of humidity on your fretboard for an extended amount of time takes, that takes its toll on the wood. I don't really think it's the wood being worn out by your fingertips when your fingertips are stopped by the string is stopped by the fret wire. So I think most of the time the fret is just gonna wear down, which is why after time you wanna, maybe after playing a guitar intensely for many years, you usually wanna fix the frets. Maybe level them or replace them. Moji, watching this instead of working, love it. Hopefully it will be worth it. I hope so too. The art of unboxing. Woody, how do you scallop frets? Good question. That's definitely a topic for another stream. I prefer the old-fashioned way. So I work with a file like this. But I actually just purchased for my daughter like a, protective equipment, so you can work with wood without breathing it, because she does her, the makeup stuff and all that, so she needed that. So I figured I'll just buy one and we can share it. So maybe next time if I do a scallop, I'll use a Dremel tool, so an electric tool, and that'll be faster, more dangerous, but I can do that in other woodwork since I have that protective mask now. I didn't have that before. So I guess I should have had it even with this, but it just doesn't produce the same amount of wood. And in all honesty, you should always have that if you have the option. Cool. So we're doing good then. We have all platforms seem to be streaming. That's amazing. And I'm somewhat following the Instagram comments. Well, after watching you scalloping your guitar, I wanted to do it, but my inner voice doesn't allow me. I know it's hard. Your inner voice is going to be much more happier if you like buy a guitar off eBay or something, some cheap Amazon thing for like $100 I think that's the way to go about it. That makes sense. I did that with a fairly cheap guitar and it just turned out really cool. So I started doing it on all my guitars. Is that a headless guitar? Yes. Supratic. Good point there. Can you guys have a guess about whether it's headless as well? I think I might have given it away, especially since this is a practice guitar, but you tell me, is it headless? Okay, I guess we have people in here. We should get rolling, right? Not to extend it too much. Ooh, I'm looking young and handsome. Thank you, thank you. 43, soon to be 44. So let's do some opening here. Ooh, exciting stuff. This is so exciting. Okay, I should say that there's a bit of a damage to the shipping here. Of course, has nothing to do with me or donor who sent me this. It has everything to do with this probably Swedish or international postal service. We should be okay. It's a very small bruise and I can't really feel anything important in there. I just feel the case, which I suspect is a pretty hard case, pretty protective case for this travel guitar. So I don't think any damage is done, but we'll see. We're soon gonna find out. Oh, you always look young in my heart, man. You're too kind. Sayori, if everyone was like you, the world would be a better place, man. I look young in your heart. That's amazing. That's an amazing comment. I'm so bad at opening these. I'm pretty sure I did everything the wrong way. You know how it is when you're opening a package of cereals or something. I always manage to do it upside down. Doesn't matter what the freaking package is. Must be something wrong with me. I always do it upside down. So I'd be very surprised if that didn't happen now. But I think maybe I did it right. Easy to remove and install the bracket. Okay, so this is going to be critical. And that's probably why Donner chose to put it on the packaging here. Now, if you're not familiar with the practice guitar or this kind of guitar, which is very compact, it actually has detachable parts. And the thinking is, of course, to have it take the least amount of space when you want to play it. You put the detachable parts on, following these instructions, and then it'll feel a bit more like a guitar, which is what we're probably about to explore very soon. So keep this in mind. Or I should keep it in mind, not you. Oh man, I'm not used to this. So what does this say? Pull up, push in, and then pull up. Okay, so there's some kind of locking mechanism that I need to respect in order not to mess the stream up. I got that much. I guess this is also going to be an indication whether anyone can do this, because I feel really stupid right now. Okay, but here it is. Woo! No, it isn't. It's just me. I thought this was a detachable part, but it was just a freaking handle. Here we go. Okay, packaging goes away, the cardboard goes away, and here it is. I can't believe it. It says Donner Hush Guitar. Now, Hush, of course, insinuating the practice and silent aspect of it. I know that they also have their acoustic, I think nylon and acoustic steel string guitars, which are supposedly very quiet. Now, of course, this is not one of them. This is an electric guitar, which is pretty quiet by nature, but there's a remedy for that, which we'll explore. Okay, and it also says here, X Pro. So if you want to Google this, I've given it all away. It's a Donner Hush Guitar X Pro. That's what it is. Okay, this is exciting, isn't it? I gotta see what you guys are saying. Is someone being impatient? Yeah, the best part about it is doing it slowly. I'd almost like to draw a little parallel to sex, but I'm not gonna do it because we don't know the age of you guys. Whatever. Doing it slowly is good, whether you're young or old. Madi, what's up? I get the guitar. I know the model. Sweet one, best guitar. So, Supratic, do you also have this specific one? Was this the one you bought in white? Super. Okay, so here we have it. And as you can see, there are two zip ties here. So I'll just go for the smallest one first. Because we're taking it slowly. Let's see if you guys can see this. Now, I can already tell that I like this, and the simple reason being the only similar box I have, I'll show you it. Or sorry, the only similar case I have is this for Steinberger Spirit GT Pro, which I absolutely love, but the box is on another level and not to the better. This has broken so many times, I can barely use it. It's a very soft packaging, whereas I can immediately tell this is more robust. I mean, it's not your hard case or anything like that, but just the fact that these are neatly organized. Oh, this is cool. With these kind of mesh nets is good. Very good, I like it. Oh, lots of cool stuff here. I guess we'll just save this for when we've actually seen the guitar, because I think these accessories are gonna make more sense then. But for now, I can just say that this is pretty well organized. I like it. Lots of space, and you can put small stuff in here thanks to the mesh, and it won't go all over the place. Good. Thank you, Donner. You got it right. So, now here's an interesting thing. This looks like, or I'm pretty sure this is reflective material. So I guess this is for when you're running around outside the airport trying to catch your bus and you don't want to get hit by some crazy taxi driver. And Donner even thought about that. Can you believe it? It's a badminton bag, yeah, too. Carly Simon. It's a really long case. That might be, yeah, it's, well, actually, it's not that long considering it's a guitar, but it's narrow. And I think that's what you're reacting on. And we're going to get an explanation to that. But, hint, 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 hint. This thing is going to play an important role in explaining why we can actually have a guitar in such a narrow package. But we're not there quite yet. This I like. This I like a lot. I like the size of this. There's a guitar in here. Now, I don't know why, but I just have to. This is the only comparison I can give you guys, and it's the only experience I have from a small travel-friendly guitar, which is also headless. So I'm gonna have to put it on top. Okay, you guys cannot really see it, but the donor guitar is a couple of centimeters narrower than this Steinberger GT Pro, which you might have seen in my videos. I love this guitar. That's what she said. Are we shutting somebody? What does that mean? Would that bag be okay as checked luggage? I think my guess would be no, but I have almost zero experience from traveling with instruments like this. I would not send this as a checked-in luggage, but you guys tell me if I might be wrong. It's a pretty soft package. I would keep this as a hand baggage. So you can play it on the freaking airplane. I mean, it's a silent guitar after all. It's a silent guitar after all. Okay. Leave the rest of the unboxing for part 2. Are you sure? I can't do that. Maybe I should, I don't know. But no, we're gonna have to open this. Don't you guys think? I appreciate the input, Luxus. It would probably create some cool content for me, but I think we're all too excited not to open this freaking guitar now. We gotta do it. So, piece of rubber goes off. There we go. A piece of rubber band, and now the head is free. It's seen freedom finally. Let's set it free. Okay. Sorry, gotta get some water. Okay, I'm back. Your head is okay. It's a headless. It's the Donor X Pro. It's a very good guitar for travel and practice. Exactly. We'll see. I don't know how good it is yet, but the rest is definitely true. Ooh, okay. So we're seeing the shape of the guitar now. Or no, we're not really, but we're seeing traces of a guitar neck. That's what I was gonna say. We definitely don't really see the trace of a classic guitar. Of course, this is a very good piece of foam, which you should probably keep with you at all time in the case. And I can see the kind of fret zero construction here. Where there is a fret on the open strings. Typically you would just have a, what's it called? Like a saddle, I think? Or no, nut. I'm bad at that stuff. But here it seems you have both, but it's the fret zero that's gonna be responsible for the final tone here when you play an open string. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let's take it out. Slowly but surely, we're gonna get to see it. Come on, baby, the doctor is in the house. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Bless you, bro. Someone plays piano, that's good. Okay, here we see something that starts to look like a guitar. If this looks futuristic, you haven't seen it all yet, because this one needs a quick assembly as well, which is why I hinted at some other important parts in the case. So we're gonna have a look at that. But I guess we'll just get rid of this paper covering the strings. We don't really need that now. Where is my cutter? I guess this is the part where you should be a little bit extra careful. Let's just skip the cutter here. That's just a stupid idea. You really don't need it. I'll use my finger instead. And yes, the strings are now exposed. Hallelujah. And we definitely start to see how this could actually become a playable guitar. Who would have thought that once we removed it out of the case, it would be easier to play it? That's just the kind of insights you get in my streams, nowhere else. Okay, very cool. But you can see there's a bit of foam here. When I remove that, and that exposes a couple of knobs which you would not find on a regular guitar. And yes, it's white. Now there are some, I'm guessing this is a standard pickup switch because we have two standard pickups. Or they're not standard, but I think they can be used as standard pickups with a standard output jack. Here, can you guys see that? But there's also something else here, and I'm not sure at all about this, but this could be like an all-in-one volume and treble knob when you use it as standard guitar. But I'm just guessing here, basically. And we see some other interesting stuff. We see a headphone output jack here. We see a USB-C connection here. And we see a little screen here with a couple of knobs where it says amp cab, it says value, it says tap tuner. I like that. Tuner is always handy. And yeah, basically there's a built-in digital amp here, which is something I'll be trying out the coming time. But you're probably wondering, hey Chris, what are these huge holes in the guitar? And that's what we're going to explore now. There's one here and one here. And this is not an input or output jack or anything like that. These are actually holes where I will be fitting these things. I don't even know what the proper name for these are. I guess you could call them supportive parts again. I have no experience of this kind of guitar, which you actually, well, I've seen a lot of them online, which you actually, where you actually assemble it into a guitar each time you want to play it, especially if you travel to somewhere and you had it in its case. But this is the first time I do it myself. Now, following the instructions I read on the packaging as I opened it, I do remember this movement being important. I think this is basically what triggers the locking mechanism. And I'm just gonna take a wild guess and assume that this one is for the upper part of the guitar, which touches the upper part of your upper body. And this would be the lower part of the guitar body that rests on your leg when playing. So if I'm right about that, then I should stick this one in here. And this is, like I said, this is new to me, so. This is the part where I'm not supposed to fail, but I still fail. I did read on the packaging how to do it. Let's see. Tip. After assembling the stand, make sure to check whether the rod shell of the stand is fully inserted prior to use, or it might drop. Yeah, I see that part. Okay. Well, shouldn't be rocket science. I have no idea. Let's just, for fun, try it the other way around. Okay, so more research is needed, but I'll try this one. I am doing it the right way here. I probably am not doing it the right way, but I feel like I'm doing it the right way. There's a major difference between those two, by the way, if you haven't noticed already. And that goes for everything in life. Why is this one so freaking hard? Yeah. Okay, that's how it's supposed to work. I need more time. I was figuring this would probably be the case. I just need to get this right. But once I do, I figure I'll be playing this guitar. But I'm still going to strum in this for you. And it sounds like shit, but that's also the way it's supposed to be. The neck, however, does not feel like shit. That's a good thing. Ooh, and can you... Wow, the fret wire here. Can you see how the edges are beveled? This is pretty impressive. Oh, man. They're totally round. I wonder how they did this. They must have done that before putting them on the guitar. Or obviously they did because there's a bit of space here. Very cool, very cool. The other side. No, but I think I did this on the right side. Let's try it again. It has to be this way. This is the freaking upper part. Oh, is it that easy? No. I mean, this one has to go here because there's a hole here, right? And then there's a hole here. So it could be that I need to use a little bit more force, and I'm not comfortable doing that right now. I want to spend just some time on my own with this one to make sure I don't mess anything up. Oh, there. Yeah, that was it. I need to push it in just a little bit harder, and I wanted to be sure that it would work, but now it worked. Okay, so then it says make sure it's fully pressed in, which it is now. It wasn't at first. That's just how it is when you try a new piece of gear and you're a little bit extra cautious, which is, I think, is a good thing, of course, but that can... Oh, is this right? Oh, now it just worked. I have no idea why. Thank you. Very cool. So it's sitting on my lap. Fantastic. I did it. Damn it. So I think I was right about the side all the time, or maybe I did this one in the wrong direction. I don't know. But now I just pressed it in with a little bit more confidence, and it worked. Can you believe it? Okay, so I'm happy. I think because I'm holding this guitar now, because you guys are here, and because it would be so freaking easy for me to just tune this up and see if I can get some sounds of it, that's what we're gonna do, right? But let's first just tune the thing, I guess. And I haven't prepared anything for this, so I think it makes most sense, at least in the beginning, to try it as a normal guitar plugged into my amp. And then we can try some other stuff. Now, the tuning mechanism, I'm used to that. Here we go. I actually get this question quite a bit about my other headless guitar here. How do you tune it? And you tune it in the bridge. So it's the same here. These are the tuning knobs. So you don't need the head with tuning pegs to tune it. There are other options. Sayori, no, I can't play the piano, or very, very poorly at least. This is these are two MIDI controllers. This one is very good for like touch sensitive stuff, and this one is just a standard MIDI controller, small one in plastic, but it serves its purpose. Okay, so let's tune this thing. Just give me a second. Okay, we have a yellow cable. That's very important for tuning. If you haven't got a yellow cable, you're missing out. But yep, and we're gonna see if we make it a little bit cooler here. It's getting hot. Oh, I missed a million comments on Instagram because it didn't auto scroll. I'm sorry about that, guys. Super Attic, congratulations, looking great. Luxus Music, thank you, looking great. Shouldn't you swap that two parts? So beautiful balance fretboard. I dare you to scalp it. The fretboard looks awesome. I have to give them full credit for that. This looks very, very good. Now, the only thing that might be of a concern here is the actual fret wires. The actual fret wire isn't really going all the way out, which we're used to. Now, to their credit, I mean, there's a few millimeters of wood before the fretboard edge. So, and what that can do is you get a little bit less space for vibrato and bending. But on the positive side, it feels freaking amazing because there's absolutely no friction when you're sliding like that. I don't know if you've ever tried a guitar that has kind of sharp edges. That's not fun. And even a good guitar that doesn't have sharp edges, but just standard edges, you can still feel them when you slide. On this guitar, you feel pretty much nothing. I feel a little bit here. So that's very cool. But we'll see when we play it what we prefer and what we don't. Okay, so here's the output jack. Okay. E flat, I like it. Maybe we'll just tune to E flat. I prefer E flat. But should we stretch the strings a little bit, perhaps? I always do this. Always do some stretching here. I don't know why Instagram doesn't auto-scroll the comments. I'm very sorry about that. Why Strat Bridge sound too bright, too thin? Well, here's the problem. If your Strat Bridge is set as floating and isn't docked against the body, I think it produces a much more thin sound. So if you're not happy about the sound, dock the tremolo and you're gonna get a different sound. But Strats are a bit more thin sounding, but they're also twangier. So there's a positive side to almost everything. Except maybe being hungry. I'm just kidding. I'm so funny. I'm so happy someone laughs at my own jokes. And it's me. I love myself. Sorry. Sorry guys for goofing here. I'm just trying to entertain you while I'm tuning. Because we all know tuning is horribly boring. But something which I haven't commented on is the fact that the tuning works, which means there's signal coming out of the guitar. So it means the magnetic pickups are working. Oh, you can't see me freaking tuning here. Man, I'm not doing my job here. Here's how I tune the guitar. So I tune it back here. Whoop! And I don't know yet what strings are being... Oh, long time no see, Mr. Morty from Instagram. What's up? Damn, you should have bought a yellow ones. I only have a mint green cable from Yeah, you need yellow tuning cables. That's super important. Otherwise, you won't get accurate tuning results. Just kidding. Warning, content disclosures. Disclosure, bad jokes inside. That's a new one. YouTube should have that next to the, paid promotional stuff like poor humor. That should be a thing. Should warn people. Okay, C sharp. I think we're good. What's this? This is an A string and we need to get up to G sharp. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to stretch these strings out again. That's just the way it is. But if you're being patient, you will also be rewarded, because I do intend to plug this guitar in and see if we can rock away with it. Some high gain shredding. Okay, so I'm stretching these strings now. See, not all strings require stretching, and sometimes I guess they can come pre-stretched from factory. Or I know that some string brands require less stretching. I have no ideas what these strings are. Oh, A flat. B flat, a little bit flat, but G or F sharp, a little bit flat. C sharp, a little bit flat. Oh, tuning, so boring, so boring, so boring. Can't believe you're still with me. Tuning is like the most boring thing ever. But it's also the most necessary thing ever for guitarists. So that's a hard one to crack. Okay. things I could have played, I chose a fucking... Oh, sorry. These are bad words. They're not okay. I chose a freaking Nirvana riff. But here we go. So I guess we have to plug this one in now. There's no return now, is there? Okay. So I think we're gonna have to move on a little bit. Do I need anything from here? I'm a little bit curious as to what this is. This is a super small tremolo arm. But where the hell do I fit this tremolo arm? I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look that up. Is this even a tremolo arm? Okay, here's a USB-C to USB 2, I guess, cable. Here's a guitar cable. Oh, it would be good if you could see this again. Man, I'm such an amateur. There we go. Okay, so guitar cable, USB-C to USB 2 cable. Ooh, this I like. A cloth for cleaning your guitar. I don't think I've ever gotten that in a guitar package. That's why my guitars are so freaking dirty all the time. Okay, so this is just a strap. Nice. It says Donner on it. And this is also a strap, but for the case, I think. Pretty cool. So good stuff in here, useful stuff. Again, this is the tremolo arm with a couple of picks. Oh, these are good. That's also great. I wish Fender included that. These are extra screws for the, I think they are for the saddles here. Very good stuff. I remember having to place some freaking special order, or actually take that with a grain of salt, because I've only bought like one Fender instrument new, and I don't think there was any such in. That was a Fender Jazz Bass, and that was like 15 years ago. And would you believe it, on that specific bass, I have constant issues with the saddles just going down. So I would need to replace maybe the whole thing, but no screws, extra screws for that guitar. Ooh, I like this. Very good. Check this out. This is pretty freaking awesome, and I'll tell you why. Because I've been looking at getting a wireless headphone system. So basically, my plan is to, even when I live stream from my phone, I would like to have direct audio so I can get good quality guitar and good quality everything into my phone. Now there are small interfaces for that. So I've been looking at getting these kind of an in-ear solution. And if these earplugs are good, this is what I'll be using with other systems as well. So thank you a lot, Donner, for this. This looks very promising. And it does make sense for Donner to prioritize this, since this is a guitar with a built-in amp for practicing. So it makes sense for them to throw in this kind of in-ear system, which does look, I would say, way fancier than your average iPhone earphones or whatever. So thank you, Donner, for this. I will be using this. Very cool. But not now, because now I will just be plugging in to my amp. So this might have been the best surprise of this little bonus section of the case here, with lots of small stuff. Some good earphones. Thank you a lot for that. But now I think we're done. We need to play this freaking thing now. That soft case looked like a tactical bag. What is that? Some kind of gun? I have a question, sir. I have a Ventura hollow body but need new pickups. So what's the questions? Oh, pickups. I like the bare knuckle boot camp pickups. They're pretty cheap and pretty good. I have them on 2 guitars, but I haven't been in the market for like 10 years, so probably ask someone else. I haven't seen the tremolo system on Heller's guitar before, really. Yeah, well, this has also, this guitar has a tremolo system as well. So I think it's not that uncommon. Here you would stick the tremolo in, but this one is very old and the tremolo system doesn't work well at all. I think the Maybe the knives are completely done or something. But here I see absolutely no hole for sticking in the tremolo. No, this doesn't have a spring. I can't. Oh, here is something. This is interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this. I can't help but open the guitar a little bit here, but here we can see, here is where you reach the strings, or where you can put in the strings with the ball bearings. So that's interesting. It almost looks like a battery compartment, but I don't think there's anything like that here. There must be a battery somewhere else. So should we just for fun open this up? I love opening small cavities and see what I can find inside. Or maybe I shouldn't open this. Actually, on a second thought, these are lots of electronic stuff in here. Maybe I shouldn't just open it and put my fingers inside without reading first. I'll just put the screw back in. I got a bit too excited there. I got carried away. I would do this on a regular guitar, you know, just check how it looks on the inside, but this is not a regular guitar, so before I open it too much up, I want to read a bit about this one. See kids, don't do stupid stuff. That's what I show you in my videos. This was really stupid. I can't even get the screw back. I love watching Chris videos because he does stupid stuff, so I know how to avoid them. Oh, we got hit 2000. Awesome. Long time didn't see your lives. Haha. Key Dog, Superham, lots of people on YouTube. So, yeah, this was a stupid idea. Don't do this. Can't even put the screw back now. There we go. I did it. Okay, so let's stick to the originality of actually playing. Okay, how are you doing, man? I'm doing good, Hit 2000. I haven't seen you in a while, man. I hope you're doing good. So I'll just re-angle things a little bit now. So you can see my, well, let's see, can I even put this guitar down? Yeah, no, nice. It balances well there, so not a problem. Of course, it's not a standard body, so you can't be sure what to expect. Okay, so if you've been in any of my other lives, you know that my studio is always messy. That's how it's supposed to be here. It's a feature, it's not a bug. But I'm gonna press this little button, boom, and that turns on everything here, and including the amp, which is now on. It'll be warming up the tubes while I turn the lights off in the ceiling, because these tend to interfere with the I guess electricity or amp or magnetic field or something here in the studio. So just a second. That's great. So while the tubes are warming up, I will just move my laptop to a better position so I can see what the good folks on Instagram are saying as well. Here we go. Almost there. Yep. We're rolling. This is gonna be fun. Do we have a pick? This is the best part. And I can tell you what, if the neck is good, then usually playing the guitar is good. The neck is super important for the playability. Now the neck doesn't necessarily tell us much about the sound, so that's also a question. So this amp is a Mesa Boogie Mark V. Yes, it's a Donner Hush X Pro. And yeah, from what I've seen, it's around $500. This is a sponsored video, so Donner sent me this guitar. They didn't pay me anything, so I'll just share my impression. But the guitar was sent to me for free. So let's do it. I'm so scared. I'm really scared. I'm not really scared. I'm just kidding you guys. I'm just a little bit frightened. And I get confused here a little bit by the tuners. Oh, did I freaking plug? Oh, yes. I had my friend over here, and he wanted me to try his little new practice amp. So I just disconnected everything. Damn it. So I'm just gonna have to connect things again here. Yeah, so basically I wanted to use a couple of pedals with his practice amp, because he wanted a Norwegian death metal tone. Can you believe it? And he was like, oh, I bought this practice amp, and he came with a Telecaster as well. Can I get a Norwegian death metal tone? So I had quite a challenge there, and I figured I'm gonna need some pedals for this. But because my pedal board is also connected with a loop of the amp, it complicates things a little bit. So I had to tear some cables out to just make it work. And I hold my hand here to tune, but there's nothing. That's fun. I'm still fairly in tune, so I think I'm going to be able to play a little bit on this guitar right away without stretching the strings or doing anything like that. That's good. Okay. Oh, that's right. We have the death metal tone going. What? Whoa, we like that. Yeah, this is cool. Okay, we gotta investigate this. Okay, I got it. So, this little super knob here, the top part is the treble and the bottom part is volume. That's great, but I'm gonna turn up the. That's a big jump to a Strandberg. Okay, so let's fix volumes and stuff like that so we can test this guitar out. But there was something I was gonna do, but I forgot about it because I'm really confused and I'm 43. Oh, okay. Not that confused after all. I was just gonna grab my legs, my wife's leg warmer and put it on my arm, which is super normal. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna tweak the sound a little bit more, and then I'm gonna get closer to you so I can see what you guys are saying. consider that this is the first time I plugged this guitar in, so I wouldn't say the results are very bad here. Let's try the neck pickup. I'm trying to find some sour spots for bending, but none yet. That's a good sign. So this is just basically just a setup check. Very good. So this is good. So what I'm testing now, if you're not new to this, I'm just testing the bow, I think, the guitar neck. So if I push the lowest fret, in this case it would actually be fret 2 because it has a fret 0, but I press like on a regular guitar, the first fret here and the top fret, and then I can see here above the 12th fret how high the strings are, and it's just the right amount of relief. Now, if that's if the guitar is set up like that, it's going to be more sensitive to fret job that isn't completely even, and you're going to discover that as you bend the strings. Yeah, I'm checking the relief, right? So in this case, since string action is pretty good, if the setup would be bad, I'd have issues bending, right? Good. 1.5 step. Usually issues arise around where the fretboard hits the body of the guitar. But, and there's a big caveat to that, if the guitar is new, it could have a good setup, but after a year, there's movement happening. That's something which is happening on even pretty expensive guitar, unless it's like roasted fretboard or stuff like that, where you've completely disabled the wood from moving. But wood is a living material, so even if the setup is great now, with any guitar of this price range, there might be movement in a year. But right now, the setup is great. Or I'm not, at least the fret job is good. I'm not hearing any. It's a 1.5 step bend, it works. And like I said, usually it's where the fretboard hits the body. Of course, I would be a little bit interested in maybe lowering the saddles a little bit, see how that affects things. But it's not a necessity. It usually depends on whether I want to use the guitar for lead only or also rhythm work. If it's for rhythm work as well, I'd be okay with this, you know. And the simple reason is that as soon as you start hitting the strings harder, if you lower them too much, you're gonna get all that rattle and noise, and it just doesn't sound very good. For a little travel guitar, I'm truly impressed. Awesome, Steel. That's awesome to hear. Try playing something with tapping. Let's try it. So. Right, let's start. I'm not warmed up at all. This isn't fair. Out! Let's do it. Exactly, tapping is a good thing to test because if the guitar doesn't balance well, so in other words, if the guitar goes up or down, when you don't hold it, then tapping is going to be a problem because when you tap, you have less hands over for for holding the guitar body. Basically, if you're like playing a regular, you're gonna be resting the right arm on the body, and you're gonna make sure it doesn't move around. But so tapping is a good thing to test whether the guitar is balanced or not. And this is pretty good balanced because it doesn't have a headstock and it has a light body. If you had a big headstock and a light body, the guitar would do this, right? If you had the opposite, a very heavy body, for example, if these weren't like in, I don't know, they're probably aluminum or something lightweight. These were heavy, the guitar body could go this way, especially if balance wasn't achieved here. But this balances well, right? So I'm able to do some tapping in spite of me being not very warmed up. There's nothing to bend with. I'm still really curious on that tremolo arm looking thing. I'm gonna have to do some reading there. What the hell was that? I'm almost 100%, no, I'm not. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure this won't be moving. You can see the screws here. How the heck would you bend this? So no, I don't think that was a tremolo arm. Must have been something else. So, gonna give you follow, feel free to follow back. Oh, we have some connection happening in the live chat. I like it. Guys, do connect with each other. Excellent stream and unboxing. Thank you so much, Don't Trust Jaguapu. Sorry for butchering your name. This sounds good, and also tuning is not ruined to the band. Yeah, exactly. So, bending is good. There is less place for the string to get stuck, I guess, here, because there are no, yeah, I agree. Bending is good. It's a snap in, bottom of bridge. Can you explain that to a Swedish rock and roller, what a snap in is? How does it feel in classical sitting position? Good, interesting. I never do this. Ouch, that hurts my crutch. Just kidding. It works. Well, I don't know if this is good or bad because I never do this. I guess it works. Although the position is freaking horrible, so stop with it. I need more distortion, I think. Bottom of the bridge, but there is no hole to snap it in there. That's how I have it on my Steinberg GT Pro. There's a hole, but there is absolutely no hole to stick that tremolo arm looking thing, as I can tell now. I'm gonna have to do some reading there. You're a good player. Thank you, Mark from Facebook. You've been playing for 50 years. Thank you. Oh, Randy Rhoads. I don't know any Randy Rhoads. Oh, I do this, right? I'm a little bit out too, or I'm quite a bit now. One more time. Best up. Yeah, a little bit of Randy Rhoads there, but I don't know that. Whatever. I have no idea what that Soul in Crazy Train is. Can I hear the clean tone? Good, of course we're gonna try the clean tone. What was I freaking thinking? Maybe we can even plug into the Fender amp for that purpose. I don't know why, I just felt like changing amp here. So let's try that. Right behind me here is this thing. It's a Fender Blues Junior. It's a very, very popular amp, practice amp, tube practice amp. It's not a practice amp, small gigs, whatever. It's a tube amp. It freaking costs like almost $1,000 or no, but it's not a cheap amp. Let's try it. This is going to be exciting. Oh, I think I show you my butt. That's a little Brucey bonus for you. Pretty nice. I'm not left-handed, it's just the live stream. I should pull my pants up. Let's do it right now. Right here and right now, the pants are gonna go up. Ah! Sorry, couldn't resist it. Here we go. That was a little bit too much. I feel uncomfortable. Pants gotta go down again. So, this is pretty cool. Let's try it. So this is the neck pickup. Here's the bridge pickup. As expected, not the most pleasant for your So here's the middle position, which is much better already. Yeah, Luxus. Not a practice guitar. It has a potential to be used as a professional one too. Yeah, for sure. You can play a gig with this one, no problem. Of course, this is the first time I play this guitar, so typically I would maybe get a little bit used to the guitar before playing it. Ooh, Sayori thinks I'm cute. Thank you so much, man. Lightweight and comfortable. Very lightweight and pretty cool to carry like that. There's a little bit of a thing happening here. So if I carry it like this, it moves. I'd rather carry it here, I guess. It doesn't really bother me, but I realized that when I lifted it. That's nice. You can hear there's a dynamic response. At least you could hear if you were in the room here, because it gets really loud when I push the pickups. Could you give me some advice for your left hand? Ooh, that's cool. Some practice-related questions there. Definitely speak about that as well. Just have to finish sharing my impressions with this new instrument. What about the knob up there? So all these knobs, they are for the built-in digital amp, which, you want me to try that? I have no idea how it works. I haven't done my research. I just see headphone output. I don't even know which is the output I should choose. There's USB-C as well. Maybe that's the charging part. I guess it's gotta be the head or I don't know if I don't even know how I turn this thing on. Nothing is happening. I think I'm gonna do some research before I can show you this. I don't even know how to engage the whole thing. Oh, here. Woo! Scary stuff. Oh, it's so easy. It says power long press, effect switch. This is easy. So I think that if I press this button, it's gonna take over the sound, which is scary. Ouch. Expect something noisy. Effect switch. Oh, cool. Delay. That was actually pretty cool. But is there an amp cam? I don't want amp. I just want... Okay, this is just the amp. But I don't want the amp either. I just want the effects. Can I speak to this guitar? Will it obey me? Amp cab. Oh, maybe I can choose off. Dark twin star UK U whatnot MLD meth VHS. As far bypass. Okay, I can bypass, but I'm not sure I can actually bypass the amp. I'm gonna have to do some reading. I wouldn't want the amp sim to go through my Fender now. But I do want some delay. Haha, it works. Is there a tap tempo button? Yeah, there is. Ah, it works! This is actually pretty well done, I think. You know, if you can understand it without reading the manual, it's good. But what I don't like is I think I might have the amp thing engaged. So I would want to plug this into like, to my PA or something. Or my mixer. Should we try that? Okay, I'll try that so we can try this properly. But I've tried now the high gain. I've tried clean, but going through the normal output of the guitar. Now we could try the onboard effects, but I have never tried it. I haven't even read about it. So this is like a definite no-no, but I guess it'll be a... It'll be a way to determine how intuitive this is. It's not really fair, I would say. Not completely fair to the instrument, because even with a great a user interface, you usually do need a little bit of reading, but we'll see. So now I have to freaking plug this into something. I'm gonna see what that could be. Just a second. Okay, just a second, I'll be back. Okay, so now I'm gonna plug this thing in, and everything can go to hell now, because I'm gonna plug this into my sound card and we'll be monitoring it through my flat monitors, which I used, when mixing in Logic Pro and that kind of thing. Let's see, what are we looking for? Apogee something, control. Now we need a freaking cable. We do have a freaking cable. But I wonder if this is a stereo output. Maybe I should use the provided cable if it is. No, this is a mono cable. Yeah, so I'll just use it as mono. Again, I haven't done any reading. I suspect maybe the headphone thing could be in stereo. I don't know if the effects are stereo. There are onboard effects, onboard amp simulation. That's what I'm about to try now, but I don't know anything about it. Guitar streams instead of Chris. I like it. You scroll through YouTube Shorts with memes, and once in 100 years you come across quality content. Wow, definitely a subscription. Thanks, man. What about yeah. Okay, so here we go. Okay, we're plugged in. We need the Apogee thing. Analog in 2 is an instrument. Okay, here's the first test. See if we have any sound coming up. We should have, but now it's my freaking interface that's screwing with us. Mixer master. Playback. Headphones. I hate my Apogee Duet USB. I don't recommend it, unfortunately, at all. But that's what I have, and it's just so messy. I just never understand it. Playback. Come on, dickhead. Playback 1, 2. Sorry for this mess. I just can't recommend my Duet USB 2 to anybody. Really weird driver support and just horrible. And I'm just gonna blame. Why can't I freaking hear it? Come on, brain, think of it. Here's what I'm trying to make sense of. I'll just see if I can rotate this one just a second. There we go. Here's what I'm dealing with now. Wait. Here you go. You get to suffer with me. Why the hell doesn't it work? When I do this, there should be sound coming. You can see the meters. For some reason, I'm not monitoring them. And it has to do with this. There we go. Fuck you. Sorry for the poor language, but as soon as I have the money for it, I will be buying a new audio interface because I can't stand this one. But I'm back in business and I've done my bashing here. Sorry about that. Some people love the Apogee stuff. I don't, but I have had it for 15 years. That's what I'm stuck with. Okay. Now, this is good. Frustration over, now we can play guitar again. Usually my biggest frustrations from gear comes when it just prevents you from playing. That's not what's happening right now. Maybe the tuner. How do I try the tuner? Ooh, got the tuner to work. So here's what I'm seeing. You can see the tuner there. So I'm just gonna try the onboard tuner. That's always fun. D sharp. A sharp. So as you can hear, I'm in E flat. I think onboard tuner is good stuff. It should be standard in all practice equipment because the guitar is a difficult instrument to tune, always goes out of tune, and you need as much help as you can get as a guitarist, which they definitely provide here. Oh, these are presets. Now I'm using this knob and it seems I'm going through presets. So I'm using the onboard effect, or actually the onboard amp now. I don't know if there's any effects going on. I think it's completely dry, but it's good. You get to hear a distorted onboard sound. I don't even know what the amp is. It doesn't really tell here. I'm gonna have to do more reading, but it sounds pretty good. So pretty chunky, like hard rock stuff. What can I do here to tweak it? Off amp cab. Oh, it's a Soldano amp, Soldano model here. Oh. Okay, how do I do this? Oh, I can increase the gain. Hallelujah. I think there must be a gate somewhere here as well. But here's the gain. Not bad at all. Except I can't play it, but... Pretty good. Pretty good. But there's a gate happening somewhere. I need to figure that out. Tone FX maybe. TS. Jet Tram Warp PH. Tone amp delay. Yeah, I don't know where the gate comes from. Mid, high. Gain, volume, no. I don't know. So that, I gotta figure that out. Tone dies much faster than when I play the real one. I think there must be a gate here. This is good, right? I can't complain at all about this. I mean, I'm not a big fan of digital, so yeah, it's not like, woohoo, I'm gonna play this for the rest of my life. But I will tell you that I don't think it's necessarily much worse than my Kemper. So, like a $2,000 unit. So it's not bad for being digital at all. Let's try some other presets. If this is, ooh, I remember now. I think this has the ability to actually simulate different instruments as well. So you can go between Strat and I wonder if this might be an acoustic. It does sound like that. Pretty nice. Let's grab a different kind of pick. I don't know if you think this sounds acoustic. Can I, how do I? Yeah, acoustic preamp. So this is acoustic. Sounds a little bit acoustic, I guess. Nice. So let's try, what's this? Ooh! Oh, this is fun. Oh, I love Ottawa. So do we have any Ottawa fans here? This is fun. This is fun. I love it. So this is definitely the kind of thing that can get me jamming. So I do think I can see myself practicing with this one. Select occasions, maybe when I go outside, because I can't just connect my headphones, and I'm going to get the sound. I would love a metronome, but I think it has Bluetooth. So the way to do that would be to connect like your phone and then just get a drum sound going on your phone. Can you play the song? No, I don't know that song. Oh, and I haven't seen the Instagram comments for a long time. Where are you, Instagram? There we are. Sorry for missing out on Instagram here. Hello, Lizard King, what's up? So the guitar itself is like a pre-effects pedal. The guitar is both effects and amp, everything. So the idea is you can practice with this and nothing else, just your headphones and this guitar. So it has everything built into it, and I think it even have Bluetooth, so you can stream like a practice beat or something to it from your phone. Does it hum at high gain tones? No humming, as far as I can tell. I tried, if you rewind the stream later, you're gonna see I tried high gain on my amp, and I tried the presets, especially the Soldano was pretty cool, the built-in amp. So I haven't heard any strange hum. I do have some gating happening. I don't on this preset, so it was definitely a gate that was applied to the distortion. I just need to find where to change it. Pretty cool. So I'm just trying the preset that's built in. I don't use any external amp. This is just the guitar into my computer. So this is some kind of grungy tone with lots of bass. So let's see if we can fix the bass thing here. UK 900, so I guess this will be like a Marshall thing. Done with the low end here. Pretty good. This is not bad, I would say. Not bad. Lower. Turn up the highs, I guess, a little bit. So I turn down the lows and up to the highs, and we get something that's a bit better, right? But it's still very low-endish, but I can't do anything about that now. I think it's the amp that does that, or a little bit. I'll remove the last low end here. Actually, that did it. Now let's increase the mids. See what that does. Do we have the gate thing happening? No, we don't. So the specific preset had a gate going. That's good. Interesting. I have no idea what that is. Pretty cool. Okay, so for those of you who missed the beginning, this is a Dunner Hush Guitar Pro. And it's a practice amp that you can assemble. It takes a very little space, has no headstock, and it has a built-in amp effects and Bluetooth connection, so you can just use it for practicing anywhere. My name, Christoph, is the same as yours, Luke SSH. I'm also Christopher Dahl, or you're not Dahl probably, but you're Christoph. I'm Christopher. We share a name. So let's keep exploring presets. This was fun. This is also acoustic. This is nice. What's this? Oh, this is like a twin amp. Jacko from Instagram says, you honestly inspired me to start learning to shred. Thank you so much, man. Parle aussi en français, says Posien from Facebook. I can't speak French because no one will understand. Si je parle français, personne va comprendre. Alors ça marche pas, je dois parler anglais ici. Mais le langage de musique est universel. Jouer la guitare, c'est un langage universel. Oh man, my French. Some Hendrix. I'm really bad at that. I don't know. Maybe something like. Whoa, here we go. So here it is. So this is a single chord position. And listen to this. Ouch. Let's try it. This is nice. It's pretty nice. I think there's some spring reverb going on. It's kind of heavy on the low end, but this is pretty nice. So I think this guitar is around $500. It's a Donner Hush Pro. Tweak the low end a little bit. I think many of the presets were kind of heavy on the low end, so I'm gonna be turning that down a little bit. And then let's see if we can get even more. Oh, there's something called mode here. Probably representing like a bright switch or something on the twin guitar, I would say. On the twin amp. Oh, this is good. It's even. This is pretty good, I think. So now maybe turn back the low end and see if it works better with the mode switch. This balance is much better. So the preset had lots of low gain, but it didn't have that bright switch enabled or low end. So if you have the bright switch, then you can have more low end because you get that balance, right? So this is sounding very good now, I think. Let's try to scoop out the mids and see if we can really get that Fender sound going. Neck pickup much better for this. I don't know. Pretty interesting. So here's what I'm tweaking. It's pretty small, but it works. I figured it out. Again, I didn't even read the freaking manual. Did figure it out after a while. That's not fair either. My cables are a bit old. This is nice. So let's increase the bass even more. And now that we have this is good. So we can safely say that the twin amp, digital amp here, is pretty decent for dialing in these clean sounds. What do we have now? Oh, another one. I wonder if these are like Banks. Dr. C. That's like Dr. Z, maybe. Z. I'm trying to find that Soldano amp, because I would like to, now that I got a bit more comfortable with tweaking this thing, I would like to see what more I can squeeze out of it. I just want to find the preset that had it. So it's this, but why does it sound this way? I haven't even removed the plastic from the pickups, by the way. This sounds horrible. I don't know what I've done to cause this. Let's just go for the Marshall model, and I'll just change the amp, because I figured out how to do that now. UK 900. I'm gonna see if I can. This is the Soldano amp now. Okay, so now we're gonna. How did I do that? No. I have a lot of amp to choose from now. Soldano OD and LD, so maybe. Oh, there's a VHS as well. So this would be like a Van Halen something, I guess. I'm just trying to figure things out here. I'm going through the presets. Mass Amp, Soldano OD, Soldano LD. So let's try the Soldano lead. Now let's try. Change the volume, but I'm just going to do that on the interface here. What do we want from this? Let's turn up the gain and see what happens. See if it can deal with a lot of gain. Pretty cool. So maybe we can use this Soldano amp as our basis to test some effects, if I can just figure out how it's done. I think it sounds pretty good on its own. But we need some effects here. So let's see. Oh, drive. Maybe that's why it sounded so bad. I probably had some distortion pedal that was going haywire. Now let's do tone. Oh, this is cool. Now I found it. Tone. I think this is Strat Tele. This is nice. Very cool. So now I'm going to try between different guitars. I've never done this before. This is fun. So this will be a Telecaster. Les Paul LP. I like it. So this is the LP style. This is good. No, wait. And there's a JM. I don't know what that is. Do you know what JM, what type of guitar that is? What is JM? That's some kind of guitar. I have no idea what that is. JM. Jumbo. OM. D. I don't know what that is, but I like the S style, the T style, and the tones were good. They were good. So let's try it. So this is nice. Now I think I'm gonna go for the Les Paul style, and then I'm gonna tweak the effects. Oh, Jazzmaster, good, good, good. Okay, that's a guitar I'm not comfortable with, but thanks I'm not used to the sound of it. So how many mods? So this guitar, it looked like it had like 7 or 8 or even more different tones for different guitars. I'm going for the LP style now because I wanna dial in some delay and reverb. So let's see how we do that. This is a tape delay. Where do I don't want as much feedback, so let's. Now I want it to be faster, so there's a tap tempo here. That's lots of feedback, come on. Feedback. We have to give them credit that I'm able to use this without reading the manual or anything. It's pretty well laid out. It's a very small screen, but it seems to work. But I don't know, there's lots of feedback. It's supposed to be 0, but I don't know why there's this much feedback anyhow. I'm trying to get rid of the feedback, but that doesn't seem to work. Yeah, maybe that's something with the tape delay. Let's do a different one. Analog, lo-fi, reverb, digital. Should we try digital delay perhaps? Yeah, this has the kind of feedback you'd expect. This is good. So I'll just decrease the mix. And now we can actually increase the feedback a little bit because I lowered the mix. I can live with that. Maybe turn down the mix a little bit. Of course, this is the digital delay, and it sure sounds a little bit digital. Let's do the analog instead. There's lo-fi as well. That's interesting. Oh, and reverb. There's a reverb style delay. That could be very interesting. No, let's choose something more basic. So let's do the analog delay and see what that could. It's a bit warmer, right? Decrease the feedback. Okay, I'll have more feedback and then decrease the mix. So this is very warm sounding. It's okay. Let's do some feedback here. So now it's more pleasant, right? Yeah, it's not that fun to play with a lead sound that doesn't have any tail or anything to it. It's totally dry. So I like this. And the different delay modes were very powerful. The difference was very big between like the analog and the digital. So lots of stuff to explore here. So again, I'm not playing my Mesa Boogie now. I am playing the onboard effects on the guitar, and it's pretty good, I have to say. This is not bad at all for the price and for the purpose, right? Practicing. You know, for me, when practicing, all I want is being inspired. I don't really care how it sounds in the mix or anything like that. Just, is it fun, right? And this was fun. The response is very fast. There's not that, you know, audible delay thing. Lots of sounds to explore. For example, I'd like to go back now to the tone section, which basically allows me to simulate different styles of pickups and guitar. That seemed to be powerful as well. I could maybe throw on a little bit of reverb as well here. Should we just do like a room reverb perhaps? Yeah. This is good. Now I'm gonna do the tone. Now let's try some other styles of pickup setup and guitar. I'm gonna go from LP to Tele now, or T-style guitar, sorry. Nice. Let's try this pickup. You can hear it, so there's a little bit of twang in here in spite of all the gain. That's cool. Space Almond, so this is around $500. So this is the Donner Hush X Pro. Okay, this is cool. Now let's do Tele Strat, or sorry, S-style guitar. So let's do the S-style guitar again. It's good. You can hear the difference. It doesn't sound exactly like a Strat. Who knows? What does a Strat even sound like? They all sound different. But to me, the fact that you can hear a clear difference when you're choosing the different tones, it's cool. It's a tool. It's a powerful tool to change your tone. Now, maybe it doesn't sound like a LP, but who cares if it sounds different and it's good? It's nice. Now I wonder, it would be cool if I could save this preset, but I think I need to read the manual for that. Probably, no. Power long. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read the manual at some point, I guess, but it's not yet. No, so let's. What am I lacking now? I would like to try this with more distortion. Maybe there are drives. Should we try a TS8 before? Let's try that. So yeah, this is good. I think if you want everything in a box, this is okay. This is pretty good, actually. I mean, you have to consider that this could work as even as I guess, a first guitar for someone who doesn't want to buy the amps and all that stuff. Pretty cool. But let's try some more pedals here. There's a TS8, TS9, ODY, so like an overdrive blues. I like it. Force, fuzz. We have to try fuzz. Let's try fuzz. Oh, that's what was causing the bad noise before. I said this is probably an effect pedal, and it was. Now we have to dial down something here for this to be usable. Let's start with the volume. Ouch, that's an ear killer. Okay. I don't know why this doesn't work for me. Let's try something else. I want to try the blues. This is good. It's pretty loud, or it's pretty it's pushing the gain limits here, so let's turn it down a little bit, turn down the tone. Let's turn down the volume. I'm just adjusting this blues style stomp pedal now. I still have the same Soldano lead kind of sound. I have the Strat kind of tone, and I have reverb and delay, but this is shaping up nicely. So this is bordering way too much distortion, but just for fun, instead of tweaking the pedal, I'm gonna go back to the amp and turn down the amp gain so we hear more of the pedal structure, or gain structure. Mid, high, low gain. So Nord, would you like me to try some acoustic? Yeah, around 500 bucks. Yeah, I would say it's definitely a pretty decent deal, I would say, yeah. Let's turn down the tone and see if that works as expected. No, that turned down the volume. This is good. Check this out. This doesn't sound like a Strat with high gain. I don't know what does. You can hear how twangy it is, I guess is the word. This is nice. So I adjusted the sort of analog tone control going into this digital built-in amp, and that worked as expected. As you can hear, the tone knob is max here. If I turn it all the way down, which is too much, I get this. So if we find some middle ground, should we try that with the backing track for fun? I'm gonna go to my own backing tracks on my own channel. I can just freaking find them. I'm gonna go to playlists, and there should be Christopher Dahl backing tracks somewhere there. Yeah, Chris backing tracks. I'm gonna choose one that's good for a little bit of, well, the sound I have now, basically. E minor. Let's try to sync the delay with this. A bit more help in terms of the lead runs, so I'm trying to humbucker position on. It's a little loud and maybe a little bit out of tune. Let's see if we can fix that. Okay, back to the tuner now. Yes, VBS, this is a traveling guitar. Jelski from Instagram, my favorite pickups would probably be some like bare knuckle Apache, the single coil. Shredding there. Okay. Let's try the Les Paul or LP style tone here. Control here. Bridge bass. Oh, I can bass on the neck or bridge of the Les Paul. That's pretty cool. So let's bass on the neck. Okay, I want more distortion now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off the FX so no old blues overdrive, just go for the Soldano style thing. So no blues pedal there. Off, and then back to the amp section and turn up the gain instead. distortion coming from this Soldano style. Glad you like the sound, Sayori. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I think the sound kind of shaped up very well there when I added delay, I added reverb, I tried some stomps. I went into the tone section and started tweaking the pickup style and stuff like that. That was pretty cool, actually. My expectations were low. I remember the Line 6 Variax guitar, and I guess that was okay as well. But this is pretty cool. I might, oh, how many frets? Let's count. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Definitely no treble here. I might look into maybe lowering the strings a little bit, perhaps. Again, it totally depends on what I want to use it for. If it's going to be a mix of rhythm and lead, I don't necessarily see the need to do that. We'll see. Bojan, I was your first guitar teacher back in 2006 at the Ultimate Guitar. Hey man, that's awesome to meet you again. Very cool. It's crazy how long we've virtually known each other. 2006, that's almost, what is it, 20 years? Crazy stuff. Time. Can never understand time. I don't know any John Mayer, sorry. Can do some. Oh, what does he do? He doesn't do the pre-bends, he does these. A lot of those rakes. Very cool. So, can you believe it? We've been going for 2 hours, going on for 2 hours now. It turned into a very, I think, spontaneous and very cool demo of this guitar. It stood up for the test, I should say. I had watched like 2 YouTube videos, didn't read any manuals. So I got a little bit stuck in the beginning, just inserting these, but that was pretty easy after all. Then we even managed to plug this in and get some very cool sounds out of the onboard amp, which I think is really impressive, I should say. They can not only build a guitar that's playable, but also include an amp that sounds good. Well done, Donner. I think this is good. You can rewind and also hear how this sounds when I plug it into my amps. Pretty good, no complaints there. And of course, you have to consider that many of the videos or the shorts I record for this channel, I do spend hours just tweaking sounds. And this I literally plugged in and gave it 5 minutes. So I think you can do a lot of stuff with the onboard standard magnetic pickups here, but you could also have a lot of fun with the onboard amp. So this is good stuff, very good stuff. I'll be using this. I don't know exactly when. Maybe I'll go out into the forest and use it, or maybe I'll use it. I sometimes play guitar when putting my youngest daughter to sleep, so that could be it as well. Pretty cool. So this is good. I want to thank Donner for sending me this, and I think I'll be using it quite a bit the coming time. And of course, I want to thank you for being around and inspiring me with all these questions. It definitely made this into a very interesting, I think, demo. One of the best unboxing tested out videos ever. Thank you so much, man. I can't believe you say that. Don't worry about time. Cool. So, yeah, I want to thank you so much for being around, for being the best. And I've been Christopher Dahl. See ya soon again. Have a good one. Cheers.